So I've spent the last 3 years on a journey into the world of American shame. I've been to the houses of people who were destroyed by nice people like us on Twitter, people who hadn't left their homes for like a year and a half, depressed and traumatized and waking up in the middle of the night forgetting who they were. And I've been to the homes of the shamers too, the shamers and the shamed, just trying to make sense of this, like what's become of us. And I think things started really well. You know, suddenly with social media, the silenced had a voice, and we found that it was an eloquent voice. People were being funny, and you would chat with like-minded strangers, and everyone was de-shaming each other. And then when the powerful transgressed, we suddenly realised we could do something about it. So like if a right-wing columnist wrote a racist or a homophobic column, we could hurt them with a weapon they didn't understand, a social media shaming. And I was part of all of these shamings, these righteous shamings. It felt like the kind of democratisation of justice. In fact, I led a shaming at that time when the Sunday Times and Vanity Fair columnist A.A. Gill had written a column about how he'd shot a baboon on safari because, like all of us, he wondered what it would be like to shoot a person. So I was the first person to alert Twitter to this, primarily because A.A. Gill always gives my television documentaries very bad reviews. And, I also, by the way, put A.A. Gill in my book about psychopaths, the psychopath test, because wanting to shoot a baboon on safari, because like all of us, you wondered what it would be like to shoot a person, is classic psychopath. Plus, giving my television documentaries very bad reviews is classic psychopath. I actually bumped into A.A. Gill at an awards ceremony not so long ago, and he came bounding up to me and said, I would never sue another journalist, because he'd heard he was in my book. So I said, you know how you wrote that column about shooting a baboon on safari because, like all of us, you wondered what it'd be like to shoot a person. I said, it's not all of us. It's not a normal thing to think. It's just you. So he said, well, you don't hunt, so you wouldn't understand. So I said, I sell more books than you do. So I won. So we were attacking people who were misusing their privilege, and I think we fell in love with it so much that a day without a shaming felt like a day picking fingernails and treading water. It began to feel like weird and empty in our lives when there wasn't anybody to shame. And so we started, I think, attacking people who were only misusing their privilege if you really half closed your eyes.